for dissection 10. So starting off, we have the subclavian artery, which becomes the axillary artery after it passes the lateral border of the first rib. And the axillary artery can be divided into three parts by the pectoralis minor muscle: the medial, posterior, and lateral parts. The medial part gives off only one branch that's called the superior thoracic artery. From the posterior part, we see the thoracoacromial trunk that gives off 4 different branches, and they are the clavicular, acromial, deltoid, and pectoral arteries. They can be remembered by using the mnemonic CAP-D, or cats and dogs play. Then we have a second artery that comes off of the posterior portion that's called the lateral thoracic artery coming down here. From the lateral portion, we have the subscapular artery that bifurcates and gives off the circumflex scapular artery, and also gives off the thoracodorsal artery. Then on the other side, we have the anterior and the posterior circumflex humeral arteries that will supply the humeral bone and the shoulder region. Once the axillary artery passes the teres major muscle, it becomes the brachial artery, and the brachial artery gives off one branch that's called the deep brachial artery, or also the profunda brachii, which passes through the radial groove and supplies the posterior muscles of the arm. The brachial artery will continue distally, and once it arrives at the cubital fossa and this triangle, it will bifurcate and give off the ulnar artery and the radial artery. The radial artery will give off one smaller branch that's called the radial recurrent artery. Now, the ulnar and radial artery will continue distally and arrive at the end. They will meet and form the superficial palmar arch. Off of this arch, we see multiple digital arteries that will go out and supply the individual fingers. Now for the venous return, we have 2 systems. We have the deep and the superficial system. The deep veins are, the deep system is composed of the ulnar and radial veins. They will continue to move proximally and become the brachial artery, and the brachial artery will later continue to move proximally and drain into the axillary vein. For the superficial veins, the main veins are the basilic and the cephalic. They will continue to move in proximally and drain into the axillary and the subclavian veins. Now, the contributors for the collateral connections of the scapula and the shoulder are the suprascapular artery over here. Then we have the dorsoscapular artery over here. And we have the circumflex scapular, which is over here. And lastly, we have the intercostal arteries. Thank you.